Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at a new statue from PCS. It's the 1/3 scale Miles Morales Spider-Man. Alright, let's get started with the base. So the video game that this is based off of takes place, of course, in New York, but it's around Christmas time, so there's snow everywhere. And I like that they incorporated that into the base here. You have snow along the top as well as on the bottom. Now, I'm not sure what material they use to create that snow effect. It does a good job, but it is a little fragile. So if you rub it or bump it too hard, it will come off. So just be careful with that. We have some nice raised detail around the sides of the base. They did a good job of capturing that rooftop look. And then below that, you have here the Spider-Man embossed image. On each side, you have a different image that kind of helps tell that Miles Morales story. And then here on the top of the base, you have a couple of different textures at work. You have the snow, which is nice. Along the outside border, it looks like rock. And then in the middle, it's more of a kind of a matte, flat finish, but it is textured nicely. Good shot of his shoes here. Simple but effective. Now that left foot, you will notice that the heel is raised off of the ground, and it's supposed to be like that. I was concerned initially, but I did a little research, and I saw that that is how the proto was as well. All right, taking a look at Miles himself, they did a good job of capturing his likeness as it was in the video game. The paint is well done. I really like the red they used here. It's a rich color. It has a nice shine to it, and it really pops. So great job on the paint. I did compare this to the in-game model of Miles, and there are some differences. There are areas on the game model that the material is smooth, and here it's fully textured throughout. I don't mind, but I did think that was worth highlighting. I got good magnets on all of mine. Everything snaps into place pretty good. Taking a look at his web shooter there, nicely detailed. Just a good job overall with the sculpt and the paint application. So again, good magnets that pops right back on, holds well. Taking a look at his back, they did a good job of lining up the webbing that goes off of his head down his neck. Again, that red, it really pops, and we finish with a very nice Spider-Man logo on his back. And here you can see a close-up of some of that texture work that covers his body. All right, so here's a profile shot showing off his stance and the pose again. I think it works. I know museum poses aren't for everyone. A lot of collectors like a more dynamic look, but I think it works here. This does highlight one area of concern on my statue. Hopefully it's just mine, but you can see where the portrait and the neck area on the body don't line up perfectly. The head is a little bit forward, which creates a little ridge. Not seen during normal display, so not a big deal for me. So one power that separates Miles from Peter is the Venom blast, or the ability for him to generate bioelectricity and then discharge that. So they do give you the option to swap out his left and his right hand for these Venom blast, Venom like flame effect hands, which are very nicely done. They have a nice translucency to them that goes for the flame effect as well as his hand. They go on the body, same as the regular hands. Now you do want to be careful with the flame effect. They do bend, they have some flex to them. So you don't want to get a piece of that broken off. I didn't have anything damaged in the mail. I'm sure that they were built that way to help them survive the trip, but you just want to keep in mind that they are a bit more fragile than the rest of the statue. So same deal with the other side. Just remove the regular hand, and you want to line up the magnets and make sure that you don't have the flame pieces in the way when you're connecting the powered up arm. I think he looks great with both of them. I tend to just use one for my display, but there's really no wrong answer here. He looks awesome. The exclusive does come with a unmasked portrait of Miles that we see here, and I think they did a good job on it. The expression could have been better. It's growing on me, but as far as likeness, they nailed it. Here we take a closer look at the regular portrait. Looks great. I love the colors here. Again, anytime you have that red, it really pops. So it does the same here. I love the eyes. It's just very clean and well done. All right, so let's put the unmasked portrait on the body, see what that looks like. I think this is a great option if you're able to get the exclusive to have the unmasked portrait. Again, as far as the sculpt itself, they nailed it. Whether you like the expression or not, kind of your personal preference. I probably would have preferred a more stern look, but I'm good with what we got here. So to accompany that unmasked portrait, you do have a swap out right arm with him holding his mask. And I really like that the mask in his hand is sculpted. It looks good. Great detail there. I was concerned that they might try to stick a cloth in his hand or a fabric version of his mask. So I'm glad that they sculpted it and it looks great. When displayed this way, I prefer him with his regular standard hands. So I'll switch that back onto him. And there you have Miles unmasked. Again, I think it's a great option for those who are able to get the exclusive. I believe it was only about $50 more than the regular. So go for the exclusive if you can. All right, there you have it. 1/3 scale Miles Morales Spider-Man by PCS. I love it. I recommend it. If you're on the fence about picking them up, I would say go ahead and grab it while it's still available. Get the exclusive if you can. Hopefully this review helped you make your decision and provided a nice detailed look. All right, thanks for watching.